What's up, everyone? Back again with another daily fantasy racing quick picks on the Mayo Media Network. Doing a great job so far. Really excited to be back again for our third week. We've hit the race winner 2 weeks running, so that's really cool. Coming out hot in terms of picks there. So doing really good on that side of things. Really enjoying getting to be able to do these every week and really enjoying the feedback we're getting. So thank you guys for that. Of course, in that spectrum of things, definitely like the video. Add a comment, when you're watching, when you're done, give us your thoughts and subscribe to the Mayo Media Network, definitely. So you're ready for the next videos that come out. If you don't know who I am, I'm Ryan Larkin, at Larkin8 on Twitter. We have started doing these quick picks for NASCAR Cup Series on DraftKings the last couple of weeks. Like I said, it's been going really, really well. So I'm excited to be back again. And for this edition, we will be taking a look at the Cup Series race at Sonoma, second road course race of the year. So we get a little bit of left and right-hand turns this week, and I'm really excited for this race. These are always some of the most fun for me because I just like the different strategy elements and things like that. In this event, it's going to be 110 laps, so not a lot of laps. Track's about 2 miles in length. Something that should be noted, last couple of races here have utilized the carousel format or layout. That is changed, or going back to the old format that Cup ran on for 25 years or so. So we're going back to the old layout, which you'll see turns 4 and 7 make their way back and no more carousel. So that to me is the better layout for Cup racing. I think it gives teams or drivers more of an opportunity to pass. I think turn 4 and turn 7 are much better passing zones than we've had recently. So I'm really excited for that. And I'm excited for anytime there's change. We haven't seen this layout in 3 or 4 years. So anytime there's change, I definitely like that. Go ahead and get into it. This race is not very chaos driven. There's usually not a lot. Most of the chaos will come from pit strategy. Guys maybe staying out and trying to get stage points will set them up to drop further in the pack once they restart a stage, right? Some drivers will pit early before stage end to maintain track position so they can start further up at for the final stage or whatever, to set themselves up for a race win later, hopefully. So it's kind of a unique balance that usually flips the field a little bit mid-race. Usually if you're a race-winning contender, you are going to try to stay up front. So you're going to pit before the end of the stage. But something to consider that may shake things up. But overall, you got a long final stage, and I think most of the good guys will kind of find their way to the front at the end of the day anyways. Let's get right into it. Every week we give you my favorite dominator play, my favorite tournament play, my favorite value play, and then my fade of the week. This week we're going to switch up a little bit because there's only 110 laps, and there will be some strategy calls and some things where I don't think a outright dominator can separate themselves necessarily. I'm pretty much just going to give you my favorite to win. It kind of applies for the dominator purpose, but for the most part, we're looking for a race winner here. This race, I'm going to go with Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott starting second. Cendrick, him and Larkin look really, really strong. Strong in practice, strong in qualifying. They look about 2/10 better than everyone, at least on short run speed. So that's really strong. Chase Elliott has won 6 of the last 13 road course races in NASCAR, so that's awesome. And he's coming in at 10,400. So price wise, because it's road course, they've dropped everyone down. Decent price, you can fit him in kind of wherever. You're not going to struggle to fit him into lineups most likely, in this race. And you got a huge history here. You can easily say Kyle Larson's going to win this race. I was 50-50 on that. I wasn't sure who I wanted to say in this video, honestly. But I went with Chase Elliott, and that's who I think will win. Dropping down to the tournament play, 8,400, we got Austin Cendrick. This is kind of a no-brainer to me. Austin Cendrick's been top 10 the last 2 Cup races on road courses. Huge road racing background. He should excel in this type of environment. He's starting 25th. So definitely some place differential potential. If he can finish inside the top 10, I truly believe he will be optimal. So I really, really like that play. I expect it to be kind of chalky. So, it's hard to say, hey, this is a great tournament play when 40% of the field might be on him. But it's just such a good play. He's got such good upside. He's just so solid on this type of track that I think you have to attack it. You have to lean into it. So definitely like Austin Cendrick starting 25th. Value play, another chalky play, unfortunately, but you have to hammer. It's going to be Eric Jones at 7,500. He's starting 33rd. He was 12th in practice. Not really sure what happened in qualifying, but definitely seems to have top 15 speed. He's finished top 20 in 9 of the last 10 road course races, and he's finished 11th or better in 5 of those 10 races. So half the time you're getting a driver finishing 11th or better. That's really solid. And most of the time that's been with the 43 car. He had a bunch of great results back when he drove for Joe Gibbs Racing. But you don't have those results skewed. He's still performing with Richard Petty Motorsports, or I guess now it's Petty GMS, right? So still doing really, really good on road course, still delivering great results, and starting 33rd, huge upside. Anything inside the top 20 is going to be a good score. A top 15 is mega. So really like Eric Jones. I think he had to hammer that play as well, like everyone else. If you're trying to leverage something, that's a leverage spot, but I think you got to hammer it. Last up is going to be our fade of the week. Wanted to go Austin Dillon here in this spot, but he's so cheap. I didn't think that was fair. I think it's kind of a cheap way out to pick him. So wanted to go a little bit different. Try to look for a spot we can maybe leverage the field a little bit. So I went with Denny Hamlin, who's starting 10th at 9,600. Denny Hamlin has the second best average finish on road courses among active drivers, and that's mainly because he gets a lot of fifth place finishes. He's just always there consistently, right? Well, in a race where you got so many huge place differential guys like Martin Truex just above him in price, Christopher Bell just below him in price, Austin Cendrick, as I mentioned below. And then you also got Chase Elliott Larson looking really, really fast. Kyle Busch sitting there starting 12th. There's a lot of options out there. Ross Chastain, who I really like. A lot of guys that I think are better options, honestly, than Denny Hamlin. Gibbs had a big advantage with the old car. I don't think they have that advantage anymore with this car. They were basically the second best team right behind the Hendrick cars. So they can run fifth. And really in 2018, 2019, they were the best. They were absolutely crushing on road courses. So a lot of his stats may be skewed a little bit. I think he's going to be more about of a 12th to 15th place car this race. He's so good. Yes, he can finish fifth, but I don't know if him finishing fifth is good enough to be optimal. So that's the reason why I like potentially fading Denny Hamlin. I know I will. I'm going to try to get some leverage on that pick. I'm hoping he's in that 20% owned, and he kind of just doesn't do much, runs 10th, 12th all day, and doesn't score enough to really pay off and really hurts those lineups. I think his past history will make people be on him, and I want to take advantage of that. So then Hamlin's my fade of the week, and that'll wrap it up. I appreciate you guys watching. Like I said at the beginning, definitely like the video. Give us some comments. Tell us what you think. Subscribe to the Mayo Media Network. Make sure you're here for all their videos, especially mine. I know next week Cup Series off, so I think we're going to give you an F1 video, which will be cool. I'm excited to do that. And then, of course, follow me on Twitter at Larkin8. Check out what we're doing over at dailyfanracing.com, covering all racing DFS sports, so F1, trucks, Xfinity, and Cup, doing everything there's to do. So definitely check us out over there as well.